Hello YouTube, this is Bonnie, Old Soul Mermaid, with another unboxing, and the Kickstarters are coming in fast and furious. This is a Kickstarter deck, and it is a second edition of an already existing deck that has, it's really popular. It's an indie deck, and I guess, you know, there wasn't a ton of a large quantity of printing the first time around. The artist has decided to do another Kickstarter campaign, and I'm so glad that she did, because I first became aware of this deck on Katie Flowers' channel, and it's a deck that she loved. And I looked at the imagery, and I'm going, oh my gosh, I wish this wasn't out of print. And I'm so happy to have it now. And the deck that I am speaking about is the MonsTarot by Joanna Nelson. And she recently had another Kickstarter, the Whispering Spirits Tarot, which I have a full unboxing of on my channel. But now we're going to look at the MonsTarot. Now, I'm not sure if there's any changes that were done to the first edition and this edition. I don't have the first edition. It was long sold out before I even became aware of it. So if you are viewing this video and you have the first edition, let me know what the differences are. I would say, I think the main thing that could be is maybe the box, but as far as the imagery, I don't know if there's any changes to that. So let's get through. I have the box open, and it's not on camera because it is quite large. So I did open it, but I haven't gone through it at all. I just slid open the big, huge box. And I believe Joanna's in Northern California, so oh my goodness, look at that. I'm going to come up a little bit. You can see the full thing. Oh, you gotta love Moon and Stars shiny gauze bag, and ooh, there's some swag. So we will put the deck off to the side, and there's this envelope. And inside, I think these were for making stretch goals. So we have a number of bookmarks, and you can never have too many bookmarks, in my opinion. So these, I believe, are probably some of the card imagery. Oh, so cute. I remember this image. I can't remember what card it is. It's probably Strength. Has to be Strength. We shall see. Oh gosh. The plague mask. This is probably Death. Yeah. Probably Death, but we shall see. But so cute. Glossy card, glossy paper. And now we've got, it looks like some postcards. And this looks to be her Catland Oracle. I don't have it. I would like to get it. And I can't tell the imagery from, it looks like it's the MonsTarot. Look how sweet these are. Is there anything? Nothing's on the back of them. But look, these were, yeah, stretch goals. And I'm stingy. I don't think I want to share these. They are too cute. They're in all, so it's like the same. Most of them are the same, just in different colors. These three are the same, but different colors. The first one was different. This one's a little bit different. It has a mouse. Breathe in courage, breathe out love. Oh, sweet. Is this a sun card? It looks like it may be a sun card. So that is the swag. Some of this, I think it was their stretch goals. So we got this extra, extra cuteness, extra fun. And these are all signed. Well, the postcards are. It's totally great. All right, so now into the cards and into this gorgeous bag. Having trouble opening it. There we go. Oh, we do have a business card. Very cool. I'm going to put that in the bag. All right, so I do think this box is different. I want to say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you know, but, always nervous doing this, but, I want to say that the original one was a two-piece and not a clamshell, and I believe this is a clamshell, yeah, box. In the imagery, I don't think there was a figure, maybe there was, on the first edition. And it does say second edition right here on the box. So, if that's important to you. So, let's take a look around the box. It's a glossy box, teal, mostly teal covered box. Very cute. And I just love the magnetic closure boxes are my favorite. At the very least, I like two-piece boxes with thumb cutouts too. I'm not a fan of tuck boxes. But it will not stop me from buying a deck if the deck is wonderful. And that is the inside. And there is the first card, the Luminary. And there is a little plastic, they're not shrink wrapped inside. There's just a little plastic band. So we will take a look at the little guidebook in a minute. So this is an extra card. I don't know. I know there was an extra card in the first deck. I don't know if it's, I can't remember if it's the same. So again, please pipe up and let us all know. So, and this is a nice cardstock. I have her Whispering Spirits here. And we are going to compare. Same cardstock. Are they the same size? Yes. Same size. Same cardstock. It's super matte, thin, but not flimsy, and not like not cardboardy, I guess is a way to describe it. So super nice. Should be easy to shuffle. And that's, again, the beautiful card backs. Sweet. So there is the wonderful Fool. And I'm going to see if I can get down just a little bit closer for your viewing pleasure. Oh, and I knocked my phone. Sorry about that. The Magician. I love his one-eyed open, one-eyed closed. See the eyeballs. Eyeballs everywhere. I don't know how the cardstock compares to the the First Edition. The High Priestess. The Empress. Another little pomegranate. The Emperor. She really excels at whimsical imagery and sweet images. But I will tell you, I have worked with the Whispering Spirits deck, and even though these are what you might call whimsical or some might term fluffy, they do give a balanced reading. Hard messages, though, they're great because sometimes hard messages can be delivered in a non-threatening way. The Hierophant. And I much prefer this imagery of the Hierophant to the traditional. The Hierophant is kind of a, with my religious upbringing, it's kind of a triggering card for me. The Lovers. Aw, paradise. Instead of an angel, we have this funky bat. The Chariot. I'm going to try to pause just long enough to give you a good look at the cards, but we're going to try to get through these. I'm going to try to film some other videos today. Justice. Little toes. Can you see that? Oh, this Hermit looks a little bit like Yoda, don't you think? Very wise. Except Yoda doesn't have a tail. But the ears and the color are kind of Yoda-esque. We'll let the candle on his head. The Wheel of Fortune. Yes, that bookmark was of the Strength card. The Hanged Monster. And yes, that other postcard or bookmark was the Death card. This does follow RWS system. Temperance, very much so, but with its own little twist and flavor, and we all like that, right? I like the added fish in here. I don't know, is she standing on bubbles? Or the little creature standing on bubbles? The Devil. See, he's too cute to be too threatening. The Tower. I love this Tower card. Aww. The Star. Beautiful star card. The Moon. Traditional symbology and depictions here, but again done in the artist's own way, which is always good. The Sun. Judgment. Instead of coffins, they're coming out of little holes in the ground. Oh, this World. The World card. The Ace of Pentacles. I love all the little extra creatures. She has her main creatures, and then she has other creatures and little sprites or whimsical spirits in the background. Love that. The Two of Pentacles. See, again, very traditional depiction or symbolism, but done her own way. Three of Pentacles. So I would say this is would be a great beginner deck. And I believe her Whispering Spirits as well. If, you know, the Pamela Coleman Smith or that type of artwork does not, if you're starting with tarot, if that's not your thing, this would be a great deck to start with. Four of Pentacles. Though I do say the Pamela Coleman Smith art, I appreciate it, but it's not my favorite. They're not my go-to decks, but I have several iterations of them for study. Five of Pentacles. I just love this. She's just hanging out with her rock. They don't look too down and out. Well, maybe a little bit. There's holes in her clothing. I say her, I don't know, but she looks kind of feminine to me. Six of Pentacles. Very sweet. Seven of Pentacles. Ah, testing the fruit, huh? Looks like it's coming in nicely. She does have, I'm noticing, I don't know if you can see it right there where my finger is, she does have her signature. And I've been noticing it in her card, on all the cards. She's got her stamp on it, but it's very non-obtrusive. Again, here it is, Eight of Pentacles. There's no, as you notice, there's no borders on the cards except for down at the bottom with the name of the card. Nine of Pentacles. I love this Nine of Pentacles. Grapes. Ten of Pentacles. This deck is just adorable. Page of Pentacles. Can't tell if it's a snake he's got wrapped around. Oh, it is. It looks like a snake wrapped around him. Knight of Pentacles. See, there's something sprouting out of the floorboards here. It's interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Surrounded by cuteness. And look, she's got her third eye. The King of Pentacles. He's also got one, but it's poking out of his head. Now we're into the Suit of Swords, Ace of Swords. So these aces are illustrated with a figure. Two of Swords. Again, a traditional depiction, but some little extras added. And I love this world that she's created. This whimsical, fantastical world. And this is the Three of Swords. Aw. Instead of the little monster crying, the clouds are crying for it. Four of Swords. So it's meditating and instead of in a reclined position. I love that. Five of Swords. These two figures are kind of like staring off into the distance, not really aware of what this one is doing. It looks like a paper boat off in the distance. And I think, yes, there's, you know, these origami, with the Whispering Spirits, there's these, they each have their own main figure in the background. This one, it seems to be like origami boats that show up in some, not all of the cards. Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. This little fuzzball is like, hey, what do you think you're doing? Taking off with all those swords. The Eight of Swords. So instead of the blindfold, it looks like she's got her own tail binding herself, her legs, keeping her from moving, keeping her from moving beyond the swords. And she could just unwrap herself at will if she chooses to and open her eyes. This cardstock feels really nice. I would say it's along the lines of, if you don't have either deck, if you have Ethany's Awakened Soul Oracle, I haven't posted it yet, but I've just done a video with Robert M. Place's The Alchemical Magnum Opus Tarot. Feels like that cardstock. Oh, look at the Nine of Swords and these little bugs all holding swords. Teddy bear, striped pajamas, just too cute. I'm so glad she decided to reprint this. Ten of Swords. This is interesting. Again, that little origami boat, but you have the traditional sword stuck in the back, but there's something emanating from him. Or is it emanating from the little figure on the bottom? Well, it seems to be going upwards, so I would say it's this way. A little bit of help. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Riding a bird. I love this bird. The Queen of Swords. The King of Swords. Ace of Wands. So now we're into the wands. I love, this is like one of my favorite color greens. It's kind of a mint, a faded, washed mint green. It's really, really pretty, you guys. Again, this is a little bit of the same color, the Two of Wands. So it does have all the elements, you know, for a beginner. If you're a beginner of the RWS deck. There's the origami boats instead of the ships. Four of Wands. It just has different figures. These are whimsical fantasy creatures, little monsters, instead of human figures. Five of Wands. Some of these are saying, okay, you go first. No, I'll go first. Or maybe they're waiting to take turns. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. He really doesn't look too upset, too worried about being able to handle all of this going on down here, which is cool. The Eight of Wands. Something's coming in fast. Hanging on for dear life. Nine of Wands. I'm going to go back and look at Katie Flower's review of this deck because I want to go back and see the differences. Nine of Wands, if there is any. I don't know if those cards were glossy. These are super matte. Super, super matte. Ten of Wands. Page of Wands. The little salamander. Guess this could be armor. Knight of Wands. I love the little helmets that the knights are wearing. Ooh, look at the Queen of Wands. She looks like a badass. And the King of Wands. Actually, the Queen looks tougher than the King. Doesn't she? And now we are in cups, and look how sweet this is. So sweet. Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. The Three of Cups. They're having a grand old time. I want to know what they're drinking. They're getting to that point. The Four of Cups. I love his little furry monster feet. You can see those little feet. Five of Cups. I read with, I don't read Marseille or Thoth. I read RWS. I'm thinking about starting to embark on maybe delving into some Marseille. But I just want to say again, I would have been able to learn with this deck. Six of Cups. This would have been a really fun deck to start delving into tarot with. It has, you know, traditional symbology. It just, I mean, if you're a beginner, you would have no problem. Seven of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. Lots of eyes. The Ten of Cups. It's cute. There's often the main figures and then there's smaller figures usually mirroring what's going on with the main figures. I love that. The Page of Cups. And there's a little origami boat again. the Knight of Cups. This one isn't writing anything. It's like a sea creature going back into the water. Aww, creepy little mermaid sitting on a creepy little rock. Queen of Cups. I love mermaids in any way, shape, or form. And the King of Cups. Okay, there you have it. So I want to make sure my camera paused. So I want to make sure that you saw the last two cards, the Queen and the King of Cups. So there you have it. The MonsTarot by Joanna Nelson, and the guidebook is by Trish Sullivan. And these are, I can't, with my small hands, I can't get them around to shuffle. So I can barely, let's see, you know, yeah. And in fact, I should be turning them the other way, but I can't do it. I'm trying to show, but the cardstock, if you have bigger hands, it does shuffle well and it moves together well. For me, it's gonna have to be the, I can barely get it for the overhand shuffle. It's gonna have to be probably over the top, but it is good cardstock. And I love how matte it is. I don't prefer glossy cardstock. So beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I'm so happy to have this in my hands and in my collection now. After lusting over it for so long, after watching, you know, videos of people who have it. Opening up the book, welcome to the world of MonsTarot. This is a world of kind micro monsters, helpful bugs, and fantastical whimsical creatures such as bunny flies and Flinosaurus. It is a lighthearted and compassionate world, not so different from our own, but don't be fooled by their cuteness. These are not naive creatures to be ignored. There are still harsh truths to be faced from time to time. The monsters manage to show us these with grace and empathy. They live their lives with hope as a constant, and the aim of the MonsTarot is to bring a little of the same into all of our lives. So that's very cute. Second edition. And she goes into a single card draw right off the bat. 3-card draw, illuminate your mind. So she goes into the spreads right away. And then we start out with the luminary. And let's read what she says about the luminary card. Keywords are revealing the unseen, hope, guiding light. Artist's interpretation: as darkness fills the sky, the luminary brings warmth and light to those around her. Pure, vibrant energy blazes through the night as it pours forth from her hands and attire. The story: 2 lighty flies are harnessing her energy to use as a guiding light. Card meaning: the luminary resides in the perfect place between the dark and light. She embodies the power of the sun and the moon, the day and the night. She is here to show you how to see hope in the shadows, how to be the light in the darkness. You may not see the way, but the path is there. Invoke her light, and all will be revealed to you. And if you can't see the direction you are supposed to go, call upon her, lady flies, to light the way. Oh, call upon her, lady flies, to light the way. So the writing is whimsical as well. And there's only a picture of the luminary. It doesn't look like there's going to be pictures, but this is a small, you know, little white book. So you start with the spreads, go right into the cards. So it looks like there's a paragraph for the minors, and also maybe 2 paragraphs for the majors. And there's nothing about the author or the guidebook author. So the artwork was done by Joanna Nelson. The guidebook is by Trish Sullivan, who also, I believe, did the book for her Whispering Spirits tarot. And I do have the Whispering Spirits deck as well. It's very same magnetic closure card box. And do you need both decks? I'm the wrong person to ask. If you want to see just, if you have one or the other, do you need, you know, to get both? I would say yeah. Here are the backs of both cards. Though I haven't read with this one yet, with the MonsTarot. I have read with this one, so I'll see if they have a similar type of energy. Yes, the artwork is similar, and you know, it's the same artist. They have their style, but I'm just feeling these. This one might feel like, well, no, they're similar. This might have a little more gloss, a little smoother, maybe, but I could be imagining it. I'd say similar energy. I do have a full unboxing of this on my channel, so you can watch both if you're thinking about one or the other. I'm glad I have both. I really am. I got this one because I went for this one because I didn't have the MonsTarot. It wasn't available, and then lo and behold, you know, the Kickstarter came. So you can see, yes, it is very, very similar. But I am very, very happy to have both. Very, very happy. And I am so looking forward to reading with this deck. This one, Whispering Spirits, was an easy reader for me. It was effortless to read with this. And I'm expecting the same with the other deck. So, this was the MonsTarot unboxing. This is the MonsTarot deck by Joanna Nelson. Oh, I wanted to let you know, it looks like she has pre-orders up on her Etsy shop, Joanna Nelson Studio on Etsy, and you can get the deck. It looks like it's $55, the same price as her Whispering Spirits, but she does have a package that if you want all the swag, you know, all these postcards and bookmarks, you can get it. You know, what we got for the Kickstarter, you can get it, I believe, for $70. So if you want all the postcards, all the bookmarks, and the deck, it's $70. If you just want to go for the deck, it's $55, and it's a pre-order. I'm not sure when it's due to come in. Maybe she's waiting for all the Kickstarters to be shipped out. I think she's getting close, so, you know, maybe you don't have to wait too long. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you have the first edition, let me know what's different, if it's in your wheelhouse, if this video kind of moved the wheel in one direction or the other. Do you have both decks? And what do you think? Is there a difference in the energy, the reading with one versus the other? Let me know. Let me know anything, what you think about this deck. And I would appreciate if you found any value to this video. Hit a like, a subscribe. And yeah, I'm so thankful that you took the time out of your busy schedule to watch my video. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.